You ever splash the pot?
No.
You ever slow roll just to be a bitch?
Yeah. Only if I don't like them.
Right.
Yeah.
Tosh Show. Tosh Show. Tosh Show for show. Welcome to Tosh Show. Today's Bible verse, Revelation, chapter 21, verse 5. And he said, subscribe, for this podcast is trustworthy and true. How you like that, Eddie?
Hosanna.
That's good stuff. That book of Revelation is a real page turner. Prior to that book, there's a few duds, but Revelations, man, they follow the rule that I've followed my entire career. Go out with a bang.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get started. How was your weekend, Eddie?
It's pretty good. How was yours?
Oh, so good that I'm going to tell you about it. In a new segment, I'm calling, May I Please Speak to a Manager?
That sounds a little familiar.
Intellectual property. Eddie, that's intellectual property. This weekend I was working up in Santa Ynez, and I was staying at what Travel and Leisure called the #1 hotel in America. I don't know if that's true, but it was a beautiful hotel, recently redone. The Inn at Maddie's Tavern. I mean, let me tell you something. Just adorable, perfect service, new spa, cute little bungalows, had a little 2-bedroom bungalow. It's just a wonderful time. Now, do I want to complain? No, I don't want to, but I feel like I have to. We went to the restaurant, the hotel restaurant, for breakfast on Sunday morning. A great time to go to breakfast with your family. And this particular breakfast, it's just me and my wife and my 2 children. And we go to sit down, and lo and behold, right next to us is a party of 30. Bunch of tables shoved together. We're eating outside, and there's just this long table of 30. Now, I just don't get why restaurants do this. Don't allow large parties. And you're like, oh, we need the business. No, you don't. Because what you're doing is you're telling everybody else that comes to your restaurant, fuck you. We don't care. We got a party of 30 here. And by the way, I'm not complaining about dinner time or lunch. This is breakfast. We're talking about breakfast. Breakfast? We're talking about breakfast. And you're going to have a party of 30 at breakfast? I don't know what these alcoholics, I'm just guessing it was rehab. I have no idea what they were. They were all dressed. They all had black shirts on. And I'm just like, oh. And so now, my server is like, I'm like, just come, hurry up, take our order. Nope. I'm just going to grab drinks first. Oh, great. Are they going to get their order in front of us? Yep. A 30 top. First of all, you're not a restaurant if you say yes to a party of 30. You're a cafeteria.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they don't deserve to eat? Of course they deserve to eat. Rent an Airbnb, hire a chef, and do your little thing. Don't ruin my breakfast with 2 screaming toddlers that want to eat. Breakfast should take 10 minutes to order and have it come. 15 minutes, if it's a nice restaurant, I'll accept it. What did I wait? 45 to 50 minutes for my breakfast to come. With a toddler and a 5-year-old, just like, I'm hungry. I know you're hungry. We're all hungry. But these idiots next to us had to take all the toast. It's just crazy to me. Or at least teach your kitchen to be like, okay, here's a party of 30. Guess what? Only half of you in the kitchen work on this, and the other half work on everybody else. It was so infuriating. Our server comes, can I take your order now? Yeah, I'll take whatever's left. I just don't get it. I mean, so many times I ask for things like, we can't do that. You don't want the sauce on your sandwich. Unfortunately, our kitchen refuses to make any substitutions. Okay, so you've proven that you can be an asshole. Do it for people that are like, oh, how many in your party? Oh, 30. Oh, I'll go fuck yourself. You're not eating here. Not 30 people. You can divide that by 4, and you guys can stagger your visit.
Stagger.
Talking about breakfast. I'm not complaining about, oh, it was dinner. They were having a big party. No, it was breakfast on a Sunday morning. That's meant for family. Now, am I going to make a review and say that the hotel wasn't great because of that? No. The hotel was great. Food was good. The city is charming. Everybody was sweet. But just say to yourself, oh, we made a mistake. We shouldn't let parties of 30 eat at our restaurant for any reason, unless they rent the whole thing out and no one else can eat. I don't know. I don't have the solution. I just know that it agitates me. Now, you're probably wondering, what was I up there for anyway? I was up there to do a show at the Shumash Casino. Now, how'd the show go? Not well. Not well. Anyway, the show. Did you like your show, Eddie? You were on that show. Did you enjoy the crowd?
Not really.
Nope, you didn't like them either. Now, I would say the vast majority of the audience loved me, but there was probably 400 to maybe 600 people that were like, this is not good. And they happened to be all the people that I would constantly look at. But overall, great experience. I also tried to gamble a little bit. I lost there, but that was to be expected. That casino was going to be like, oh, well, you're going to have a par show? Well, why don't we let you win big before you leave? Speaking of bad beats, today's guest, I bet she has a tale to tell. Enjoy. Tosh Show. My guest today wears hats and sunglasses indoors, but is neither blind nor an asshole. She also spends a lot of time online pretending to be from outside of the U.S. so she can play online poker. Please welcome to the Tosh Show final table, Nikki.
Hello.
Nikki?
Hi. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure.
It's the final table.
Oh, man.
Oh my God, I'm scared.
It's so stressful.
Yeah.
Should we have the sluts bring out the cash and
All the sluts, yeah. Please.
Set it on the table? Do they still do that?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, that's good.
They just did it. It was like a few weeks ago was the main event final table.
In Vegas, there's so many good male reviews. You think once they would have some sweet, naked dudes with tight hogs.
I think that would be a huge hit.
I'm not against it. You're originally from Santa Barbara, then you lived in Los Angeles, and now you live in Las Vegas.
I do, yeah.
That's the wrong order.
Probably.
You definitely should go the other direction.
Maybe I'll circle back and retire back in Santa Barbara.
Do you love Santa Barbara?
I love it from, I don't think there's any better city to grow up in. Like, nostalgic-wise, it's great. I like visiting my parents there. I miss the beach, but it's boring. It's really fucking boring. Like, it's a college town. And it's a retirement community. But anywhere in between those ages, there's nothing for you to do.
Can we talk about the wealth? Are your parents loaded to the gills?
Oh, yeah. So, no, the opposite. That's the misconception about Santa Barbara, I think. So they tried to open all these designer stores in Santa Barbara. They all flopped, like Tiffany's, Louis Vuitton, all that stuff, because they're like, oh, these people have money. No, it's like art people. It's like artists and hippies and stuff. And people that grow up in Santa Barbara, I didn't grow up rich at all.
Do you have any siblings?
One, yeah.
Older, younger?
Younger.
Brother?
Brother, yeah.
Does he think he can beat you in poker?
He thinks he can.
Does he think he's better than you?
Probably not now.
No?
He has to act like he does. Mm-hmm. But he used to always get second in Mario Kart. He couldn't beat me for the world. Any game we play, he cannot beat me. He's always going to be second.
Did you play games your whole life?
Oh, yeah.
Your favorite game?
Scrabble. Pretty master Scrabble player.
I can't spell.
You don't have to.
No.
Just make up shit. If people don't challenge you, you get away with it.
Yeah, but mine won't look like words.
Oh, you gotta work on that.
I can't play Scrabble, but so you played Scrabble a lot.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, competitive
Yahtzee.
Scrabble.
I love Yahtzee.
I started with Yahtzee when I was 6, and I think that's how I learned, straights and all the kind of poker terms that.
If I don't get the top bonus.
You flip out?
I'm just
end of the world?
A monster.
Oh, God.
I just need that top bonus.
Sorry for your kids.
That's all I care about.
So when you're in Vegas, you always bet that D-Gen bet that you're it's really bad odds. You put $1 and they're like, you could win $5 million. You always bet that?
Yeah. There's this one video blackjack machine now. It's in most casinos. You have your bet, and then there's like 30 crazy sucker bets around it.
Huh.
And you can put like $5 on all of it, and it's like to do $5 on everything. You're spending a couple $100.
It's a video poker machine?
Yeah.
I've never played that.
Oh man, it's interesting.
Did you do that?
Oh, I do it constantly.
Oh God.
I you know what I like Ultimate Hold'em, the table game.
The Ultimate Texas Hold'em. Yeah.
I like that one too now.
We call it UTH.
Why?
If you want to be cool. I don't know. That's
Okay.
what everyone calls it that.
I want to be cool. UTH.
Yeah. Just like stroll into Vegas, be like, you want to play some UTH?
I played Table Max UTH recently.
So you played all the hands on the table?
No,
Okay.
just my hand, Table Max, whatever it was, whatever the amount of money that it was.
That's actually a really solid game to play at the casino because you have better odds because they let you see hands.
I half the time just play blind and put all the money on right away on
So
all.
how do you choose between that and slot machines then?
I don't.
Does it just feel good when you win?
Sometimes, yeah.
'Cause you're
wait,
like, oh, I
my point,
chose that.
I put the Table Max on all 3 spots and like 4 times your bet in the final play thing. And on my last hand, I was getting up to leave.
Yeah.
And I hit a flush. And I was
Wow.
just like, whoa, this was good feeling.
Sick, yeah.
It was nice. Have you ever hit a royal flush
I
in a
have.
tournament?
Yeah, and then let me tell you that fucking sucks because, okay, so I got my Royal Flush. It was last year. It was the first event of the WSOP. It was a mystery bounty.
That's the World Series of Poker.
World Series of Poker. And
Every buy-in is 10,000?
just the main event.
Okay.
This one was 1,000, and it had $2 million bounties, but you have to get to the money, like you have to be in the money in order to start getting bounties.
Okay.
So I stood in line for an hour and a half of late reg. Finally get sat. We are at a table, fresh stacks. Everybody's got a fresh stack. It's the first hand this table has played. And I have ace 10 suited. Long story short, I ended up getting a royal flush and he had quad queens. So it was sick, like, because he just thought.
Yeah, of course he did.
goes like all in. I go snap. And he's like quad queens. And I'm like royal. And then everyone goes, whoa. And like all this crowd comes along. I posted on Twitter. It went viral. Like everyone's like going nuts. First hand in the mystery bounty day 4. Had a royal flush against quad queens. I didn't even fucking cash that tournament. But if that happened
I
in a
know.
cash game,
Oh, you'd be rich.
I would not only have won the pot, which would be like a huge pot, but I also, a lot of the casinos have jackpot bonuses. So if you get beat by a crazy hand, like if you have quads and you get beat by a royal flush, you get to share this crazy jackpot bonus that's sometimes like $200,000, $300,000. So I wasted my royal.
You said it was the first hand?
It was the first hand.
The very first hand.
First hand.
That's exciting.
It is.
Second of all, you got action on it.
I did.
And that's exciting.
It was exciting.
Hey,
We live for the process, not for the money, right?
No, I don't
So,
know.
Okay, that's fine.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah, just surprised me with that one, huh?
My first question.
It's your first question?
Always my first question.
Wasn't your first question.
Yes, it was.
I know what I'm supposed to say here.
No, you don't. You're supposed to speak your truth.
Okay, now I have to choose between being authentic and being liked by the host. So yeah, I believe in ghosts.
And have you ever experienced ghosts?
I have I've never seen an apparition of a ghost, but I've had really freaky things happen.
Okay.
And I have friends who have like seen, and they swear to God, like, and these people would take it to their grave.
You hang out with a bunch of degenerates.
That's true, but it doesn't invalidate their ability to have seen a ghost.
Okay.
You don't ever feel some weird shit when you walk in a room?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's just energy, and ghosts are just resonating energy.
No, it's not.
What do you think they are?
You play poker for a living and your husband is a cryptocurrency trader. Did you guys meet in an orphanage?
I wish.
That's just funny. All right. Does your husband play professional poker ever?
No, not even. I like that you started him at professional. Like, he doesn't even play poker, like, at all. I've tried to teach him, but he just thinks if he has an ace or, like, any face card, he's going to win, no matter what the board is, no matter what. And he's very confident. I told him he should play a $100 daily tournament because, like, he'll just shove. And I'm like, damn, that guy must just have it. Doesn't have shit.
No.
Yeah.
What quantifies being a professional poker player?
So my story is a little interesting because, like, I technically make my money from the poker industry. So I play for fun and also for money, but like for fun. And then I make a lot of media content. So it's like a combination.
I got you.
Yeah. But it's all poker.
You're not one of these poker players that's like, all my winnings go to charity, and I'm supposed to be like, oh, look at how great this person is that gives all their money to charity that clearly has so much money to burn.
I would love to be that eventually. Unfortunately, right now I do still like money.
Mm-hmm.
So, no.
You love poker?
I do.
I'm going to be on the other side of it. Most people that casually play poker would look at your life and be like, that is amazing. And I always look at poker players and go, oh.
You're correct.
I'm like, oh, that's tough.
Okay, would you say that a lot of your friends that aren't in entertainment look at your life as a comedian and go like, oh, that's
right, exactly.
That's crazy.
I'm taking money out of the equation.
Yeah.
If you told me I had to sit at a table and casually talk to gross people for 12 hours a day, I'd put a gun in my mouth.
Really?
Yes, because a lot of the times at the table, it's really, really gross people. There's wonderful people, of course, but there's some other people that's like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
And now I got to pretend that I'm going to think that this guy's small chat is funny.
You don't have to pretend.
Oh,
That's
I don't.
the beauty. Is that you can just be whoever you want to be at the table.
What's the biggest cash pot you've ever won?
Maybe $2,000.
You've played in 3 World Series of poker tournaments. What's the farthest you've gotten and the most you've walked away with?
So it was that 4th place final table. There was 5,700 people in that tournament.
And you got 4th?
I got 4th, yeah. Oh. And it was a $600 buy-in. I just was in for one buy-in. And I even posted on my Instagram stories, like, I'm just lighting $600 on fire today because I'm never going to cash a WSOP tournament. And I ended up getting 4th place for $116,000.
Uh-huh. How much?
$116,000.
That's good. That's a good payday, huh? How long did that take?
How many days for that specific tournament?
Yes.
2 days.
Like how many hours each day?
Like 12.
It's a lot of work.
It was, yeah.
It's a lot of
24
work.
hours for $116,000.
I don't think I'd take a shit for $116,000. I'll go on record.
Just never shit.
Well, I just think it's weird that people offer me money to poop. What's the worst beat you've ever had?
Oh God, it just happened at the World Series of Poker. I don't even know how much you'll understand. If I say a hand history, you think you'll understand?
I understand everything.
Basically, I had the nuts, and a guy shoved into me, and I had.
You didn't have the nuts then.
But I did have the nuts. He fucking rivered a 2-outer.
Did you just get up and shake hands and walk out?
No, I was so mad. I don't think I've been this shaken busting a tournament in ever.
Uh-huh.
This was a half PLO, half no limit tournament. This is my first time doing something not no limit. And so I kind of was preparing myself because PLO is very swingy. Like you can just have the nuts and then not have the nuts and like you're out. But this was a no limit hand. This one you should know how to play and it should not be that swingy. We were on the bubble, like 5 from the money. I have 3 times the chip average, a lot of short stacks around. Only one guy at the table covers me and I get moved to this table. And so I'm like, okay, me and him are not going to get into it on the bubble.
That's
you
on
don't
you.
Want, you don't want that to happen.
You should know that.
So, and he should know that. Mm-hmm. And so I open king, queen offsuit from the hijack. He calls from the big blind. He shouldn't be playing a lot of junky hands, but he can.
Don't tell him how to play his hand. Go on.
Sure. He flats. Okay. So the the flop is 10-9 jack. So I have the nuts straight. It's rainbow too, so no flush draws. So 9-10 jack king queen is my hand. Mm-hmm. He checks to me. I continuation bet. He check raises me.
He's okay. He's making a move.
I decide, should I go all in right now or should I like let him bet again? He bets a third of my stack now. I decided to just jam because like don't just get out of the hand. Just get out of the hand. Whatever you have, I'm telling you I have the nuts. Like I don't want to fight on the bubble. We can fight all these short stacks. We don't have to, get into it with both of our stacks.
Got it.
And he snap calls me.
He's pot committed.
Snap. So
is he pot committed?
He isn't. He's not pot committed.
He's pot committed. How much more was there?
He would have 60 big blinds if he folded right there.
But he had
He had there was a lot of money in the pot. Yes, he had a set of jacks, so he had top set.
Okay.
That's a good hand, but not.
Wait. So he had a 1-outer on the river.
So yeah, so he had I said 2-outer. He had a 1-outer for quads. And he did get quads, and that's correct. He had a 1-outer for quads. He could have paired the board and gotten a full house, which would have also beat me. But there was more than 2 outs.
Okay.
But
all right. Well, just revisionist history
so,
here.
It felt bad enough that kind of like merged but he got quads. He ended up rivering a jack. So that was a 1-outer that he got me with.
And listen, your king jack wasn't great to start with.
He would have lost his whole stack. It was king queen, first of all.
Oh, it was king queen?
I had the nut straight. Pay attention.
No, I knew it was the nut straight, but I felt like it was king jack to start with.
It's not the nut straight.
Whatever. I mean, his hand wasn't awful.
That's true.
So he on the big blind, everything he did on the big blind was fine.
Most of the time, I would have all his chips in my stack. So that's what you have to think about.
I just don't think that's the worst bad beat ever.
It's just because it was on the stone bubble.
Okay.
So you spend 8 hours.
Are you in a tournament just to get to the money?
No.
Okay.
No,
then.
but
you play to win. Do guys tend to call women more?
I think it depends on the guy too. Like if I can tell that he just doesn't believe anything I'm saying, then I'm just gonna value bet him every time. If he's scared because he thinks I have the nuts every time, I bet big that then he's gonna fold like big hands. Then I'm just gonna bluff him more. It's kind of just finding out people's exploits. Like if they're over
I'll never fold.
To me? Or to women? Or
to women.
To women, yeah. Yeah, don't. They're liars.
They're all liars.
They're all
Jeez.
liars.
I refuse to fold.
Yeah, so for you, every value hand, I would just bet big.
I've folded pocket aces pre-flop before.
Why?
Thought it was funny.
Knit? So you? Just you?
I showed it.
Do you giggle? You open folded pocket aces pre-flop.
I was like, I don't.
You're like, I'm rich.
I don't feel good about this hand. I used to play at the Hustler back in the day.
Yeah, it's. I like the Hustler.
I used to play there constantly.
What year is this?
2000 to 2008.
Okay.
And then it was depressing because at 6 a.m, they would have a donut cart roll around and give everybody free donuts. And we'd all just cheer.
That's cool.
We'd cheer because we were getting donuts. And then I was like, just look at your life. What are you doing? You're at this casino in the middle of Gardena at 6 a.m. What is wrong with you?
Okay, but be honest. You've played worse comedy show venues.
Sure.
Okay.
That also depressed me.
It should.
That's what I don't think people understand about people that actually make their living just playing poker, that it's just such a grind.
Yeah.
It's like just all day long,
Well, it's easy to glamorize because people see the highlights. You know, you see those people winning bracelets at the main event, or like in the Moneymaker era, like he's this guy that won a satellite for $80 and then he gets like into the main event, a $10,000 buy-in, and then he wins against like pro players. Like it's like a Cinderella story.
I saw Chris Moneymaker one time after his success in a stairwell sitting on the floor in a casino in Vegas.
You say hi?
No, I just was like, oh, he seems to be on top of the world. Do you have any backers?
Do I have backers?
Yes. Do you have backers?
No. I sell action sometimes, though. And
what does that mean?
People can buy a piece. Like, so if I'm entering, let's say, the main event for $10,000,
Okay.
I could sell 30% of myself, and I could sell pieces. Like, people could be like, I want 5%, I want 10%, or whatever.
Okay.
And then whatever I win, they get that percentage of the winnings. So they get 10%. If I win $5 million, they get 10% of that.
In the poker world, though, is it common for people to have backers?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. When you get to a certain level.
You're not spending your own money at all anymore?
I wouldn't say at all. Like just big percentage of you is back.
Do you have a coach?
I do, yeah.
Is that helpful?
Yeah.
More than like a $16 Doyle Brunson book?
I read all the books and I took some courses or whatever online, but I like the private, like the very, what's it called? Curated, I guess. Like, it's like personal to me, like my leaks, like so where they're actually analyzing like the shit that I'm doing wrong. That was really helpful. Also, I hired him. He's a tournament coach. I was moving from cash to tournaments, and it's a completely different strategy. And I wanted to know like the quickest way that I could just like sit at a WSOP tournament and cash, like be competent in it. And I just moved to Vegas, so like WSOP was coming up. And immediately after the first session, I won the first tournament that I was in. And then I had my first 5-figure score like 2 weeks later. And then my second event in that WSOP, I got 4th place for $116,000. $1,000. It was a $600 buy-in. So I would say the coaching definitely is worth it if you apply it.
Would you consider yourself a gambler across the board with everything?
No, but I mean, I think that I feel like I play my odds on. I feel like poker has the best odds because you're not playing the house, you're playing other people at the table. And I mean, I do on occasion enjoy like blackjack or craps, but I have to be drunk, and it has to be because like people are in town and like they want to. I wouldn't go in there like I'm going to be profitable tonight. Like I would go in there to have fun.
You ever play roulette?
No.
Oh man, you're never
so scary.
You're never with the girls going, I gotta play my
girls.
birthday.
If the girls want to do, I would oblige the girls.
What number of women let's just say a big tournament, what percentage are
Less
women?
than 5%.
Less than 5%.
Yeah.
Do you like it when they're always like, oh, you're the last woman to bust?
No, I don't. I mean, some people, there's back and forth arguments like, oh, it's good for the coverage to like have a woman be highlighted in the poker media because they don't get highlighted enough, So there's that argument that like if more women were highlighted, then maybe more women would come play poker and be comfortable. But I don't like being treated like not an individual. So when it's like, oh, like you're the last woman standing, it's like being told like you're the funniest woman. Like it's like, okay, well that's cool that it's like a capped category or something,
I get why people wouldn't like that, but they're usually playing with their husband's money.
Yeah. All that crypto money, baby. Have you seen crypto lately?
No.
Okay.
Is it bad?
I don't know. I don't check.
You don't check?
I don't look. No. He doesn't look at my poker bankroll, and I don't look at his crypto.
What kind of fuzzy math are you guys doing around April every year when it comes to taxes?
Did say my dad's a CPA, but
are you letting your dad handle it?
No.
Are you reporting your losses?
Yeah. I just have a lot.
Do you embellish them? Do you embellish the losses?
I don't have to. I don't have to embellish them if I just report actual losses, but I maybe they don't know how much I won.
You ever splash the pot?
No.
You ever slow roll just to be a bitch?
Yeah. Only if I don't like them.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you show bluffs or no?
It depends. If I think people are folding too much to me, or like if I have too tight of an image, they're not giving me any action, then I'll show bluffs so that they start like playing with me more.
I got you. Everything's calculated. Are you ever honest with anybody?
My husband.
Does your husband worry that you lie to his face because you're a liar for a living?
He shouldn't worry about it because he'll never know.
That's actually fair. Yeah. I would be okay with that.
Right?
I'm like, all right, good enough. But what about your hours? Does he hate your hours?
I think that they've taken some time to get used to, for sure. Yeah, because like we used to do everything together. Like we created shows together. We met doing a show together, and then we moved to Vegas. Like we went kind of separate paths. We still like have date nights and stuff, but like. Yeah, I'm like gone. I'm not a night person. Like I've never been a night person my entire life. He's always been the night person. I'm the morning person.
Okay.
But since playing poker, like I'm out all night sometimes. And it's just like super random. I don't even know how I'm able to stay up when I'm playing poker and not any other time that we've tried to do anything.
Isn't it weird how when you sit at a table, all of a sudden you're like,
time goes away.
I could be here for 6 weeks.
Yeah. It's great.
Oh, it's just so much more fun to win though.
It is.
I can't. I
agree with you.
My heart can't take the bad beats.
Like losing feels worse than winning feels. Yeah.
Oh, it stings.
So you like gambling though?
I love gambling.
What do you like about it?
I'm told psychologically that you actually like the pain of the losses. And
really?
that's what kind of keeps you doing it over and over. But that's not true. I like to win.
Yeah, I like to win too.
Do you have a cute little sack?
I do. It's right here.
Is your cash in there right now?
It is.
Do you got a wad in there?
Yeah.
Let me guess how much. Do you have a stack of High Society?
High Society? What's that?
And do you ever saw the movie Rounders?
Oh, yeah, I have, but I don't remember
10,000?
that. No, because why would I go on a plane with that?
I don't know. I don't know what you would do.
No, I have like traveling money. It's just a few thousand.
Are $50 bills bad luck?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. If you're playing a Texas no limit cash game, what's your increment that you like?
So mostly I play 2-5.
2.5.
Yeah.
And what do you buy in at a 2.5?
1,000.
And what's the max you can buy in for?
Mostly like around Vegas, 1,500. Somewhere like in LA, it's a little different. Like the casino I started at was Commerce Casino, and they have wacky rules for buy-in. So I started at Commerce 3.5, and they have a $200 max buy-in, which is only 40 big blinds, which is crazy for a cash game. That like playing.
You can't push people out with that kind of money.
No, so you have to. It's just an all-in shove fest until you are deep stacked enough to like play real poker.
You tip every hand to the dealer?
I do.
Every hand that you win?
Yeah. Unless it's pre-flop.
Then
There's
you don't tip
There's
them?
no money in there.
Okay.
No.
What about what's that called when you're after the big blind and you just
You want to steal them?
no, you put your money in
Ante?
no, stop guessing.
Well, you're taking too long.
I know, I do that all the time. No, when you double the big blind and
Straddle.
straddle.
Yeah.
Do you like to straddle?
That's
That
very
sounded
sexual.
sexual.
Yeah.
I didn't want to. Don't even answer because I fucking hated that it sounded like that. Do you ever play any other card games competitively?
I like blackjack. Like that's one I think you have more of an edge on. Like the house only has like less than 1% edge if you're playing correctly. I don't count cards or anything.
Baccarat?
So. No, I don't know.
I like any game where you can rip the cards
What?
and throw them at the
Have you
dealer.
done that?
No, but I've watched Asian men do it.
Yeah. They're wild. They love baccarat.
What's your ethnicity?
I'm half Filipino, half white. French Russian.
Which part do you like more?
What can I say? My mom always told me to put Filipino only on my, like, whenever I ask for ethnicities on paperwork so that I get a scholarship.
And your mom's white?
Yeah, she's white.
You live next door to the biggest
How did you know
online
that?
poker player.
I do. Wow. Shout out to Chris Mormon. Yeah.
He won $40 million.
I don't want to, say something out of turn, but I think he's mentioned that being about how much he's cashed out.
I feel
for.
like he should live in my neighborhood.
In Malibu?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Do you play with him?
We've played in the same tournaments before, but no, he mostly grinds online. Like
How many VPNs does he have?
I don't know. None. He travels and is there legitimately.
Is that what you do? You have VPN?
I would never do that.
There's only 6 states that allow online gambling.
So regulated gambling is allowed in certain states. So Vegas has WSOP.com as the only regulated site in Las Vegas.
They cheat, right? Don't they cheat online? Didn't they prove that?
So yeah, you have to beware of because obviously people aren't monitoring you online. They've come up with
You can
some
just
software.
call somebody that's in the same
Yeah, you
table
could.
as
They
you.
could be in the same room.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So there's collusion problems that they have different software that kind of susses it out now. So they're getting better and better at it security wise. But yeah, that's always going to be a problem, especially in the cash games where you can like pick what table you sit at. So like you could actually be doing something that's also illegal, which you have multiple accounts. People got caught for that, like having multiple accounts sitting at the same table, just waiting for suckers to join it and then taking their money.
I mean, I tell you, I think Full Tilt Poker probably owes me a few $1,000s
What a
from back
reference.
in the day.
Yeah.
I used to
Right,
like it
Full
before they
Tilt.
shut it down.
So that was Black Friday. That's like a day that everybody
lost their
mourns.
money. Ha
Yeah.
ha. Who's your favorite, like, famous poker player to play against? Have you ever got to play against any of your heroes?
Yes, just recently
Who's
actually. Phil Hellmuth.
Oh, he's your hero?
No, Phil Ivey is my hero, but my number
Ivy
one
is the black fella who people. Is it weird to say black fella? A little weird. I disagree. They compare him to Tiger Woods, and he's very stoic. It doesn't seem like he's impressed.
Yeah.
Doesn't care that he bust out of a tournament because he wants to get to a cash game, and he's just always getting a back rub
Yeah.
for like 8 hours a day.
Yeah, you know a lot about him.
Why would you get a back rub that long?
Well, it's tense playing poker.
It's just uncomfortable for the person.
Well, they're getting paid well.
I know they're getting paid well, but guess what? They don't. It's like a little degrading.
Making my back. Like,
Do you like spas?
I love spas.
God, I love spas. It's the
Yeah.
best part of Vegas.
Yes. What's your favorite spa?
Well, I just go where I work.
Where do you work?
Well, I've for 15 years I worked at the Mirage.
Okay.
And
R.I.P.
let me tell you something about the last time I was in the spa there.
Yeah.
All right. You're not going to believe the story. You're going to think I'm making it up. I'm in the spa there. And the guy says to me, as I've checked in. I do this every time. I have the same routine. But then I'm, the sauna, the jacuzzi. Hey, there's a coffee filter. Don't just leave it on the floor. What? Why would I touch a coffee? Anyway, an old man had just recently shit on the floor, and they put a coffee filter over it. They're like, we're waiting on somebody to come clean it up. I'm like, you clean it up. I didn't say that, but in my head, I'm like, I'm glad the Seminoles bought you, and they're blowing this place up.
Get 'em.
Because there's poop on the floor.
Disgusting.
Yes.
When was this?
How long ago was it, Pete? 2 years ago.
If they knew, they were just like, we're going out of business anyway.
Anyway, now I
So you said that this is your favorite spa.
No, I said
you like spas.
I said I like spas, and I
that's the only one you go to.
only go to the ones where I
shit spa.
worked, and I happened to work there for 15 years. Now I work at the Cosmopolitan.
Oh,
and
nice.
I love their spa.
Good upgrade.
Yeah.
How often do you work there?
It's none of your business.
Oh, God. Okay,
Just go to
I'm so sorry.
danieltosh.com and check for dates. Now I'm there once, twice, or once a month.
Okay.
Something
Oh,
like that.
that's kind of a lot.
By the way, how messed up is it that they've changed the increments of time? It used to be 60 and 90.
Yeah.
Now it's 50 and 80.
Yeah.
You don't think I don't fucking know
I
what you're doing?
noticed.
Give me my 10 minutes.
We should protest.
Do you go 90 or you go 50?
90.
Okay.
Well, and now 80, but yeah, we get local discounts. That's pretty cool.
Maybe we do that sometimes in Tahoe. It doesn't matter. All right.
Like how you cut off your own questions.
Yeah. You played against Phil. Now,
Yeah.
he's called the poker brat.
Yeah, and that's why I loved it.
And he blows up on people.
Right.
But he's only a tournament player, really.
Yeah, but I played cash with him. So there was a show called The Big Game that Poker Stars did 10 years ago where they picked an amateur poker player and they gave him a free roll, like $100,000 to play high stakes against pros. And so it was a really popular show and they just relaunched it. And I got chosen to be the loose cannon, like guest amateur like player against Phil Hellmuth, Jennifer Tilly, Alan Keating, all these, professional players.
How much money did you take off him?
I did it. You have to watch the show.
Okay,
but
that's
there was
fair.
a hand we got into that was really fun because
And did he yell at you?
I really wanted him to. I guessed his exact hand,
that's
and then
cool.
I asked him if I could get him to fold it, and he said no. And so I put what I thought was a really big bet in it because he's kind of like a tight player, and
He
it
is.
wasn't It wasn't a nutted hand, so he like went in the tank for a little bit. He ended up calling and winning the pot. But I think if he folded it. If I got him to fold and I showed the bluff, I think he would have exploded on me. And that's been one of my goals forever is just to like get him to berate me.
Okay. Do you have a regular game in LA?
In LA, I don't have like a regular, probably like a private game that I go
No.
to.
Do you ever play at any of the casinos in LA?
Yeah. I'm staying at the Bike right now. So I like the Bike.
What's the hotel like there?
It's nice, but the beds aren't very comfortable. Sorry, Bicycle, you should fix that. But everything else, it's nice. It's a nice casino.
You got to try all the beds.
I gotta try all of them.
Let's talk movies. Your favorite gambling movie?
Oh, I mean, Rounders is like definitely the GOAT.
What about Molly's Game?
I liked Molly's Game. There's been like mixed reviews about it, but I liked it. I like Aaron Sorkin.
Did you ever want to play Tobey Maguire just because he's like dead money?
Oh, it's terrifying, actually.
And apparently he's got a real dark side.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
What was he called? What was their group called? The Pussy Posse?
Yeah.
Yep, I think it was.
Goes hard, yeah.
Him and Leonardo DiCaprio, all those
Ooh,
guys.
gross.
Yeah, exactly. It's weird to hear someone say Leonardo's name and then immediate reaction is gross. 21. What did you think of those MIT nerds?
Yeah, nerds. Kevin Spacey.
Well, he's
Yummy.
getting a redemption, I think.
Yeah,
Is he
okay.
back
So
on? I don't know if he
we
is.
like him again.
No. That got me. You know what movie you should watch? You ever see The Runner?
No.
It's with Courtney Cox is in it.
Oh,
There's only one scene that I like about it.
okay.
I think he'd lost or was in the middle of a bet that had gone wrong, but he still has to go on a date with her, so he's compartmentalizing and he's trying to act like he doesn't care about this looming loss. And then all of a
shit.
sudden he gets sick to his stomach. He's like, I'm gonna shit. And he's like driving his car and he just starts flying through red lights in Vegas. He's like, I'm gonna shit. And he's like a first date and she's just looking at him. He's just, I'm shitting. I'm shitting.
I'm shitting. Oh God. Oh God. Shit coming. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh no, I'm shitting. Sorry.
Oh my God, I
And
love
for some
that.
reason, I love this movie.
It's a great scene.
Are you good at reading people?
Yeah, I
I'm
think
so bad at it.
Why?
Well, why am I bad at it?
Wait.
I don't know. It's just my thing. I'm just bad at
Because
it.
you don't believe in ghosts. You're not in tune with the spiritual realm.
Well, I also want to believe what people say to me. So I'm like,
Sucker.
right. Ask me a question and I'll try to either tell the truth or lie, and
But
you
you're
have to
so
say,
stoic.
"Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
no, that's not true." Go ahead.
Okay. Have you ever done anal?
No.
Liar.
Why is that your go-to question?
No, that's the first thing I thought. Maybe because the shitting story.
No. Do you do chip tricks?
I can shuffle chips.
Well, sure. How many? Stack of 10 each?
I could
You
do
do
like
20?
I could do 100.
You mean 100?
Like a stack of 20. Yeah. So it's like $100. Sorry.
All
Yeah.
right.
Sorry. Yeah. 20.
Have they updated the names of cards?
What are your last references?
Insurrection.
The J6.
Yeah.
That's a new one.
Oh, yeah. Well, you knew
You
it.
go on. It was a joke.
Hitler's?
Is that the Aces or I don't know what that,
9-9.
No. Yeah.
Canadian Aces.
Canadian Aces. Fours.
Queens.
Queens.
Because Canadians love the Queen. But she's dead. You got to change these names.
You still love her.
No, that's true. I always give people on the show a gift, but
Oh,
yeah. But
I get a gift.
yeah, but it's just stuff that I don't like in my house.
Okay.
I just go around my house and I take stuff. This somebody gave my wife. It's a deck of astrology
How
cards.
did you know? I literally just mentioned Mercury retrograde like during the. Thank you.
I figured that this is right up your alley.
It's perfect.
Then this is a game that I want you to play with your husband sometime. Did you ever play left, right, center?
Yeah,
Left,
I just
center, right?
won a huge game with that.
What was your buy-in?
$1.
Oh, you got to up it. You
Or
got
maybe
to
it was $3.
You got to make it crazy.
It was $3.
You gotta put 100 in.
Yeah, 3. How much?
Put 100 in.
100?
Each person puts it. Anyway, I call it left, right, center, even though
Yeah.
it's technically called left, center, right. Do you already have it?
I don't. No, it was someone else's.
Then the last thing that I got, I'm going to play, if you don't mind, I'm
Okay.
going to play you heads up.
Oh, shit.
For a bracelet. This is one my son made me.
Okay.
That we could.
You're going to give away one your son made you?
No, if that's the bracelet you only get one bracelet.
Okay,
You have
I
to-
get- okay.
Then this is one we just found recently, just says be kind. And then this one, my brother randomly bought me this from Mr. Porter. So it's probably actually nice, but it doesn't look nice to me, and I'm not going to wear a bracelet.
Okay.
I wear my kids' bracelets
I
sometimes.
want the one your son made you because
Yep.
I want you to fight for it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Guess what? I don't give a shit about this one. It says Heart D. He didn't even who just shortens he can't get an A and a D.
No, he's
Just D, and it's lost its elasticity. It's
freaking Gen Z, man. They just
so we'll play
shorten
back.
everything.
Get that off my table, please.
Oh my gosh.
How much money would you have to personally lose before you were like, oh, I got to stop playing poker?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm kind of good with bankroll, so I can't
So-
see myself actually losing like a whole.
You don't think you'd ever go
lot.
back to zero?
I could go back to zero. I would play still if I went back to zero because I'm still getting income from like poker media. So even losing, like that could go viral. Like those videos, like people like to see people just like
On the street, homeless?
yeah, just like lose their shit, like all of their shit. Yeah,
No, I just always think that's crazy to know that so many professional poker players
go broke.
go broke.
Or worse, like they're like
Yeah.
super negative. Yeah. So you can get into makeup for years. Some people, where there's plenty of stories of people that, had a really hot start and then they get backed and they play a lot of volume because, there's a lot of variance and you have to play a lot of volume to like get through the variance, right? And then they just have bad variance and they're like $200,000 in the negative and now they have to play until they're out of that. So they could win 50 grand and like they have zero because they have
Yeah.
to pay the backer.
I don't
back.
like any of that. That
Yeah, it's a
seems
lot.
stressful.
Yeah.
I want it to be fun.
Yeah.
Bring me in a deck of cards and 40 chips. What do you want our buy-in to be? A real number.
Oh,
I mean, we have to play money.
$100.
Fine.
All right. I'm going to let you know I don't have an edge here.
Listen, it's not about an edge, and I'm not trying to make you look bad on camera or anything. We're just playing. Put it on the table.
Left, right, center.
Oh, I play left, right, center for $100 right now. Holy cow, I am nervous. How much
Me
longer
too.
is it going to take, you guys? We've already had the money and the bracelet.
We're ready to gamble.
Am I shuffling? Did you shuffle these?
I shuffled them 3
Doesn't
times.
matter. I'll give them a few little once-overs here.
Nice.
Do we need a dealer button? We do. I need something official here. Let me see.
Yeah,
what-
we do need it
let
to
me
be
have
official.
something here.
Maybe that one of those shitty bracelets.
Watch your mouth.
Okay. That works. Why do you have dental floss?
What?
I don't need to know.
Why don't you have dental floss? What do? You
do
just
it
go.
at home?
You just take your phone and go like this. I can't get it. And then your husband's like, it's right there. And you're like, oh. So me, I just excuse
take care
myself.
of it?
I go to the bathroom.
I use my hair.
I floss. Oh, that's the Filipino in you.
Yeah.
Such strong, beautiful hair.
Right?
Is that racist to say that?
No, we sell our hair.
We sell our hair.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Okay, so
Can I tell them though?
What's that?
That I don't have an edge and heads up?
you don't. Yeah, you can say whatever you want to cover
Yeah,
your
I
ass.
want to tell them.
No bullshit.
Yeah, there's a lot of variance here in heads up, and we're not doing a very large sample size. I don't want you to get a big head.
So no, that's not what this is for. This is just to win $100.
Okay.
Also, get your small blind in.
Okay, there you go. Yes, sir.
And
No antes,
wait,
right?
so if I'm the dealer, but I still deal you first, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. No antes.
Okay.
Oh, this is exciting. And we're
Okay,
gonna
and I'm gonna show.
Well, tell me if you guys can see. Okay. All right. Good.
All right, raise to 30. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Oh God, this was rigged.
What? I did not.
This
It's
was
not rigged at all. Why'd you push?
Why did I push? You
I'm
pushed.
gonna lose.
You pushed.
Did I? I don't even know.
Yeah, I raised and you shoved.
I shoved because what am I supposed to do with this heads up?
Best 2 out of 3. You want to run it twice?
Yes. We're gonna run it twice. All right. Oh, I got a heart.
Okay.
I got a heart.
Yeah, you're running really good right now. That's solid. You're good.
Oh.
All right.
There we go.
All right, that's one. That's
free
one.
roll. A free
All
roll.
right.
Oh.
my God.
Oh, you're-
oh. 10? Or no, not
No,
10.
you
Wait,
need a king.
we need a king.
You need a
Yeah, we need a
king.
king. We need that king. I'm drawing dead. Drawing so dead right now.
Oh my
God
goodness.
damn it. Well, you win the bracelet, I guess.
Oh, my son almost lost this.
Yeah.
Tosh Show. Well, I want to thank Nikki for being on the show. And if you're wondering if we played again, we did. And I let her win. Why? Because she's a girl. And she was so sad. She kept saying, oh, I can't go home 100 in the hole. You have no idea what my husband, the crypto king, would do to me. So I was like, all right, I said, I'll play looser. And I loosened up and I lost. Speaking of gambling, oh, you ready for this? Football's back, which means that it is time for our new paid gambling segment where I give you my picks, which we're calling Tosh's Teasers. Tosh's Teasers is brought to you by DraftKings. Now, the first bet, this one is not recommended. This is my homer long shot pick. What I like to do, I do this at the beginning of the season. I'm going to parlay UCF, University of Central Florida, winning the college football playoffs with the Dolphins winning the Super Bowl and Tennessee Tech this week upsetting Georgia. Now that parlay right there, $1 will win all the money in circulation currently in America.
Wow.
So, no, my real bet this week, the Tosh teaser of the week, Liberty to cover any margin versus New Mexico State. Those Christians, they got a butt whipping in the bowl game last year, but they'll right the ship. The reason I like betting on college football is I love to swear at students just trying to get an education. Now, for those of you listening to these shows a few weeks after they come out, you only have yourself to blame for missing out on all these surefire money-making bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code TOSH. That's code TOSH for new customers to get $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 and get 1 month of NFL Plus Premium on us. Offer ends September 19th. Only on DraftKings, the crown is yours. All right. Look at that. Paying the bills, keeping the lights on, getting you that premium dog food. Speaking of plugs, boyswearpink.com. Check out EddieGossling.com for his tour dates. Check out me on tour with Eddie. Gonna be in Vegas this weekend. Heading to New Orleans, Hawaii. By the way, these plugs that we do, yeah, sure, sometimes we receive money, but not always. People have asked, what are you going to do in option 2 now that your son won't be ending every podcast with a bedtime story. Option 2, I'm just randomly going to throw out free plugs to people that I think would appreciate it. Now, if you're in the greater Wichita area, there's a gigantic multifamily garage sale. Mark your calendars. It's on the corner of 135th and Central in the Rainbow Lakes neighborhood. Follow the sign. It's going to include collectibles, home decor, holiday decor, skincare, cosmetics, bicycles, boys and teens baseball gear, men's and women's clothing, upscale brands, variety of sizes, shoes, handbags, tons of teacher items, curriculum, cute decor, holiday, organization, games, puzzles, etc. Much, much more. Treasures galore. Holy cow. They're going to accept cash and Venmo Friday and Saturday, 7 a.m. I'd get there Friday, guys. You're going to want to get there this Friday. Woo! See you next week. Tosh Show. Tosh Show.